Fox News contributor and father and husband, Guy Benson. Guy, good to see you. Which is it? So much people blow out of the water or blow out of proportion Nikki Haley's ascendance. How do you see it?
Well, it's definitely a case of pick your poll, and you guys just laid it out. You look at the UNH poll with CNN, it's a single-digit race. She's got all this momentum. She's gained double digits over the last poll in that series and has a full head of steam, sort of exactly at the right time that you want to be peaking. Then you look at the Boston Globe poll, USA Today, 20 points, blowout, not really that close, and Trump would appear to be on pace to just sort of waltz to the nomination through Iowa, New Hampshire, and beyond. So obviously the Haley campaign is going to seize on the CNN poll and say, look, we really do have the momentum. We're the only campaign that's showing that type of positive movement. And so if you want an alternative to Trump, it has to be us, and we're on the cusp. They might have a case to make. I guess we'll find out pretty soon what the voters actually have to say. One thing I'll point out, guys, is in New Hampshire, it's not just registered Republicans who can participate in that primary. Independents can as well. So that could help Nikki Haley if enough independents decide, hey, we're going to vote in the Republican primary, because the Democrats have basically thrown their primary in the toilet in that state because that's what Joe Biden wanted. Those independents might say, all right, let's participate. We're going to participate on the Republican side, and that could boost her numbers. I guess we'll see. Iowa will be very interesting, though, in terms of the momentum game, the narrative game, heading into a week later, roughly, the Granite State.
Yeah, do you outperform or underperform the current polls in Iowa? That's going to be interesting. But let's move to this, because as Republicans battled it out in Iowa and New Hampshire, Democrats, they can learn a thing or two from the GOP about connecting with the average voter instead of alienating them. J.P. Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon throwing in his 2 cents earlier this morning.
I think we should stop insulting the other side, including MAGA. I've mentioned publicly many times that a lot of people are voting for President Trump not because they believe in his family values, but they look at some of the things he did. So that's why they're voting for him. And I think the Democrats should be a little more thoughtful when they talk about MAGA and say, why? Not like, and then don't act like every attribute of Trump is an attribute of them. It's just not true.
And Guy, about half the country, you can say whether it's 40 or 50%, like Donald Trump, that might say, I believe in making America great again. It doesn't make sense for the lead Democrat candidate to attack half the country.
Well, I saw Trump in Iowa just a few days ago gave a speech where he was joking that Joe Biden, if he were asked in the moment to define MAGA, he doesn't think that Biden could. I would actually like to see Biden off the cuff answer that type of question. Please define what you mean by that, because he says it constantly. Obviously, it's poll tested, or they've got these focus groups saying if you call them MAGA Republicans, that's going to help the Democrats or help your talking points or alienate people from the other side. Here's the risk in that, and I think Jamie Dimon just alluded to that in the clip that you just played. When you look at Trump's general election slogan, moving forward, if he becomes the nominee, I saw a banner behind him the other day. It said, better off under Trump. A lot of Americans believe that their families did better financially and otherwise. The world was a safer place when Donald Trump was president. So if MAGA stands for Make America Great Again, and there's a choice between how America feels right now and how America felt a few years ago when Donald Trump was president, a lot more people might say Make America Great Again sounds pretty good compared to the current situation. And that's just a different way of saying better off under Trump. Again, there's, I think, some risk here for Biden constantly flogging that acronym.
Well said. Guy, great to see you. Guy
Great
Benson.
to see you.
See you again soon.